Hey everyone, welcome back to Livestock Insights. In this video, we're answering a great question from one of our viewers. If I already have registered Herefords, how do I start raising Black Herefords? Today, we're going to walk you through the entire process, step by step, from picking the right bull to understanding the genetics and even how to get your calves registered as Black Herefords. Let's jump in. Before we dive into how to start your herd, let's take a moment to understand exactly what a Black Hereford is. A Black Hereford is a composite beef breed, which means it's a mix of two different breeds. In this case, it's a cross between a Hereford and a Black Angus. The goal of creating this breed was to take the best traits from both sides. From Hereford, you get calm temperament, strong maternal instincts, feed efficiency, good fertility. From the Angus, you get excellent marbling, a black hide, which is important for market premiums, strong beef carcass traits. That black hide is especially valuable in the US and many other countries because it can qualify cattle for certified Angus beef programs, which usually sell for a higher price. Over time, breeders worked to make these crosses more consistent. By the 1990s, the breed was officially recognized, and the American Black Hereford Association, or ABHA, was formed to register and track these animals. So, while Black Herefords started as a crossbreed, they're now a registered breed of their own, with specific standards and breeding requirements. Now let's talk about your first step in building a Black Hereford herd from your registered Hereford cows. To get started, you'll need to breed them with a registered Black Angus bull. This pairing creates the foundation for Black Hereford genetics. Why use a Black Angus bull? Because the black coat color is dominant. That means even when bred to a red Hereford cow, most of the calves will be black with a white face, a signature Black Hereford look. But it's not just about color. You'll want a high-quality Angus bull with strong carcass traits, like ribeye size and marbling, good feet and leg structure, a calm, workable temperament. For example, if you're using artificial insemination, AI, look for bulls with EPDs, expected progeny differences, showing high scores in calving ease, weaning weight, and carcass quality. If you're buying a live bull, ask for registration papers, health records, genetic testing results. And, if possible, check out his calves from previous matings. The better the bull, the stronger your first-generation calves will be, both in the pasture and at the market. Once you breed your registered Hereford cows to a Black Angus bull, the calves you get are called F1 hybrids, which means they're the first generation from two purebred but different breeds. These F1 calves are not yet considered registered Black Herefords, but they're a crucial first step. You'll notice a few key traits in them. Most will have a black body with a white face, thanks to the dominant black gene from the Angus bull and the face markings from the Hereford cow. They often grow quickly, show strong feed efficiency, and have better meat quality due to hybrid vigor, that natural boost in health and performance from crossing two breeds. Many of these calves can qualify for certified Angus beef, CAB, if they meet carcass and hide standards, giving you a solid market opportunity even before you start registering them as Black Herefords. Now here's something important. If you're planning to build a registered Black Hereford herd, you'll need to track these calves carefully. Tag them at birth, record the sire and dam, save documentation like AI records, breeding dates, and calving dates. This paperwork will be key later on when registering future generations. Now that you've got your first generation calves, it's time to start building toward a registered Black Hereford herd. The American Black Hereford Association has a grading up program, which means you can gradually move from crossbred cattle to fully registered Black Herefords, but it takes a few generations. Here's how it works. Your F1 calf from a Hereford cow and Black Angus bull is the first step. While that calf can't be registered yet, its offspring can move closer to registration. For the next breeding, you pair that F1 calf with a registered Black Hereford bull or a registered Hereford bull. If you go the Hereford route, you're adding more Hereford genetics. If you use a registered Black Hereford bull, you're speeding up the path to full Black Hereford status. Each generation must meet a minimum percentage of Hereford blood, usually around 62.5% or higher, and still carry the black hide and white face to qualify. Here's a simple example. Generation 1. A registered Hereford cow is bred with a Black Angus bull. This produces an F1 calf that is 50% Hereford. Generation 2. That F1 calf is then bred with a registered Hereford. The resulting calf is approximately 75% Hereford. Generation 3. Next, you breed that calf with a registered Black Hereford. At this point, you're getting very close to full Black Hereford registration status. As your herd progresses, you'll need to keep detailed breeding records. Submit DNA samples, usually a hair sample with the root attached. Register each eligible calf with the ABHA once it meets their standards. Pro tip: use the ABHA's online tools to track your herd's genetics and manage paperwork. That makes the process smoother when it's time to register. It takes time and planning, but by the third or fourth generation, you can have fully registered Black Herefords that breed true and qualify for premium markets. To make your herd official, you'll need to meet the registration requirements set by the American Black Hereford Association, or ABHA. Here's what you'll need to do. First, pedigree records. You'll need to provide a clear record showing the sire and dam of each calf, their breed registration numbers, the percentage of Hereford genetics in each calf. That's why it's important to tag and track your calves from the start. If you're using AI, keep the semen straw codes. If using a live bull, be sure he's registered and on file. Second, DNA testing. The ABHA requires DNA verification for all registered Black Herefords. This usually means submitting a hair sample with the root intact or a blood sample. They use this to confirm parentage. Check for undesirable genetic traits. Ensure your animals meet breed standards. Most breeders use hair samples because they're simple. Just pull 25 to 30 tail hairs with the root attached, place them in a sample card or envelope, and send it to the approved lab listed by the association. Third, online registration or mail-in forms. Once you have the pedigree and DNA ready, log in to the ABHA member portal. Fill in the calf's birth date, sex, color, markings, and parent details. Upload or mail in your DNA results and pay a small fee per animal. Once approved, your calf gets an official Black Hereford registration number, and you're on your way to building a recognized herd. Helpful tip: double-check your animal's markings and coat color before submitting. It must have the black hide and white face typical of the breed standard. Now that you know how to start a Black Hereford herd, let's take a look at some pros and considerations before you make the leap. The pros: hybrid vigor. Black Herefords benefit from crossbreeding. That means faster-growing, healthier calves with better feed efficiency. You often see stronger weaning weights and more robust immune systems. Market advantage. Because of their black hides, Black Herefords often qualify for certified Angus beef programs. That can mean better prices at the sale barn, especially compared to red-hided cattle in certain markets. Temperament and mothering ability. Black Herefords inherit the calm nature and strong maternal instincts of traditional Herefords, making them easy to handle and excellent for small and medium-sized farms. Registered breed. This isn't just a crossbred experiment anymore. You can build a registered traceable herd with long-term genetic value. Things to consider. Time investment. Building a registered herd takes multiple generations, careful planning, and paperwork. It's not instant, but it's rewarding. There are costs for DNA testing, registration fees, purchasing quality Angus or Black Hereford bulls. Over time, these can add up, but the returns often justify the investment if done right. Breed standards. Not every calf born from a Hereford and Angus cross will meet the look or percentages required for registration. You'll need to cull or steer some animals that don't meet the standard. Tip from experience: many breeders keep detailed farm records using simple spreadsheets or livestock apps to make this process smoother. And that's how you can start your very own Black Hereford herd, starting with just registered Herefords and a solid plan. It takes patience, planning, and good records. But the long-term rewards can be well worth it, especially if you're aiming for high-quality beef and a registered breeding program. Got more questions about the process? Drop them in the comments. We love hearing from you. And if this video helped you out, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into cattle breeds and livestock farming. Thanks for watching Livestock Insights, and we'll see you next time.